whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video. Right?
Hey everybody, what's going on? It's your girl BondyBlue, and I am back for another Queens of R&B review. This is the finale episode. Girl, I would say I'm glad, but I think y'all already know that because y'all done tired me the out. Okay, girl, I am exhausted with the fandom. Okay, listen, we appreciate the fact that everybody was so glued in, everybody was so into the show. Okay, all of the commentators on YouTube have been talking about it. Child, now the Xscape members got YouTube pages talking about it. The blogs was talking about it, girl. People who don't even watch these shows was, so did you hear about that something happened with Candy and them? Girl, yeah, we heard about it. We know, we here. So it has been a successful season for the show, even though the groups don't really like each other like that no more. It is just we not friends no more after all of this. And I just kind of feel like it's really sad because when they put the show together, I thought it was really cute. I really enjoyed it. I have some notes about it, but ultimately I enjoyed it. I just do feel like I can't deal with the dynamic in Escape because Latasha and Rocky are bald-faced liars. And every time we talk about them, I think about this. Every time we talk about them, I think about this. So, yeah, it's absolutely giving, you know, mind control, narcissism, liars, thieves, dark shit. It's giving that, okay, over there with Latasha and Rocky. It's not giving light in the Lord. But ultimately, I do feel like church folks in general are dark energy people. A lot of y'all, I'm sorry. A lot of like those real starch church people, even the singers, like, all of I'm not going to say Shirley Caesar particularly, but Kim Burrell, okay? Like just real dark energy around some of y'all church people. So it's not surprising to me. I also feel like a lot of, y'all know they misappropriate funds in the church. Y'all know that's what some of these mega churches are known for, stealing the people's money. Okay, so I just kind of feel like, I would say that it's not on par, but it is. Like, that's why I think it's so funny how, like, y'all know the church people is probably aggravating the shit out of Latasha for talking about the open marriage and all of that. And it's like, now she's going to get on Watch What Happens Live and lie about it. But ultimately, it's like, girl, like, how many times is John Gray going to cheat on his wife? How many times is John Gray going to cheat on his wife? And y'all, I don't know Shirley Caesar like that, but I'm just saying it's just based on the things I've seen on social media. Yes, it's big business. And to me, whenever somebody has to promote church, there's an imbalance because they want to act like things are perfect. They want to act like, it's one way. And when they try really hard to promote this puritanical church mindset, the more you know that there's some other shit going on in the shadows, in the dark, because nobody can really function in the entirety of their life like that. People act like they can, but nobody's functioning in the entirety of their life trying to be perfect in a puritanical church mindset. It's not really like possible as far as I'm concerned. I think there are people that, y'all know, I feel like, of course, there are good people that, in the church, there are people that really want to be of service and all of that. But in it is a lot of darkness because of how much has to be hidden in order to showcase a facade to everybody. And that's just what it is. Okay. And it's also a lot of judgment. You know what I'm saying? A lot of bullying to conform into what is considered to be, deemed righteous and of God. So yeah, Grown and Gospel is showing how people act in church. I haven't been watching it, but listen, I already know. Like, I grew up in church. Okay. Not only did I grow up in church, but I grew up in a city with mega churches. So I knew people, PKs. I knew a lot of preachers' kids. So I had a lot of, they tortured their kids and then their kids were busting out of the seams. Like, that's usually how it goes. Like, I hate to say it like that, but that's really how a lot of my friends and the people I've grown up with, a lot of their relationships with their parents have been, like that. Which reminds me, I have got to hit up one of the homegirls because I really want to do another one of my podcasts with her. I'm gonna have to make her come to my house, okay? And until I can get my budget up to go and pay for somebody, like, bitch, you just gonna have to come to my house and we're gonna have to sit on the floor in my studio, okay? And just talk. That's what I think we may have to do. But anyway, y'all, my grandma was the child of a bishop. She was terrible. Child, you ain't got to tell me. I know. Okay, child, I was in a lesbian relationship with a PK at one point, and it was abusive. Shit. Okay, little high school relationship. It wasn't nothing that big. But everybody that went to prep with me probably can think about who I'm talking about. Okay? It was just for a little minute. She was new. I like intense energy. Telling on myself. But let's go ahead and get back into this. And ultimately, none of them folks can put you in heaven or hell if you believe in either, because we're living in both right now. Hallelujah. Okay? So yes, y'all. I know the church people is over there eating Latasha's ass up. Okay? I know. But, all of this is really how the church go. Y'all cheat, y'all lie, and y'all steal money. I'm sorry, church people, but I'm just saying it's y'all know that's what be happening. Come on now, okay? And also some church folks play around, with the kiddies, and we know how that can turn out. You know what I'm saying? We, like I said, I'll go back again. Okay? All right? Listen, I do. I do. Okay? Like, it was a very fine line. I got in a lot of abusive relationships when I was very young. Thank God for lyric, okay? But anyway, child. Thank you for the super chat, Tiara A. Hey, Bondi, finally caught alive and just became a member yesterday. Love you and your channel. Thank you so much, because it seems like I'm going to be here for a while. Xscape is discussing the kickbacks. I'm going to just tell y'all again. Them people did that shit. I don't know. I don't know what y'all think happened. Them people did that shit. Tasha is acting like she doesn't believe it. So wait. What I'm looking at these pieces of paper. Like, really, bitch? You can't identify text messages? You don't want to call it text messages. Pieces of paper. Like somebody with pieces of paper. Girl, I just was like, you know what? She's playing it down to the micro, okay? Down to the micro. We gotta keep the lie alive, okay? I can't even recognize what's on these pieces of paper, okay? She calls Rocky on the phone. Rocky, there are these pieces of paper and they're saying that you were taking kickback. What's that? I don't even know what that is. I was just like, bitch, you know what kickbacks are. And now you're talking on the phone like you don't even know what a kickback is. Girl, I was crying laughing. I was like, girl, Tasha gonna keep that lie alive. I feel like this is absolutely from the narcissistic school of Robert Kelly. I know she may not know it, but it all, like, y'all, if y'all saw my Surviving R. Kelly Part 3 discussion, y'all know I talked about how everybody in his circle had to have the same type of mindset because it's called groupthink. If we're all taking part in this activity together, it's probably likely that everybody has the same mindset. And when it comes to controlling people and lying in people's faces about the shit that you doing, it just feels connected. Anyway, y'all, I'm sorry. It feels connected on the inside for me. Okay. he says, they have the same text messages, but it ain't nothing about Xscape. I'm like, so you gonna admit that y'all have the same text messages, but it's nothing about Xscape? So what your text messages say then? You see how he's saying a truth on the front end and a lie on the back end? It's to confuse you. He got to confuse the shit out of you to the point that you're not even going to really remember what happened in this conversation when you think back on it. You're going to be like, did he say this or did he say that? Well, that don't make sense. Okay, like that don't make sense, because then those two things contradict each other. You can't have. Yeah, he said two contradictory things at the same time. Rocky says he hasn't taken anything from them and he doesn't have shit to hide. I said your eyes in the foundation used on your face in the confessional tells me different. Okay, it tells me different, Edward. It tells me different. Okay, he doesn't know what they're talking about, and he really doesn't care because he doesn't have any of their money. Okay, Tamika says that Tasha must be brainwashed. I'm like, Tamika, you just not realizing that? Where have you been all this time? They've been together for 28 years. And y'all are talking about Rocky brainwashing her like they just got together in the past 5 years. Yeah, that's been what's going on. Are you just now noticing it or what? Okay? Rocky tells Tasha, you ain't got to speak for me, Tasha. Okay, I don't know what you're going to say for yourself. Okay, because ultimately, you could have stole this shit and I don't know. His tone was almost giving, I don't know what you going to say, but I know what I didn't do. Okay, I don't know what you got going on, Tasha, but I know what I didn't do. I was like, bitch, you better be careful. This nigga might put this shit on you. Okay, you better be careful, Tasha. All right? In the confessional, she says that, he doesn't need, in the confessional, he says, I don't need kickbacks. That's for hustlers. I make deals. Okay. I does the deals. Okay. And Tasha says, I would like to chime in for a minute, almost like she was asking for permission to interject in the confessional. And Tasha says, there have been times when we all have brought, a promoter or a show to the table and people may have gotten a percentage, and that's never been a problem. We've never had an issue with that. Rocky says, but I don't have to get kickbacks, Tasha. I don't have to get them because I make the deals, okay? I was just... He basically was saying that any money that he got off of Xscape is money that y'all owe him anyway. So he can't be stealing off y'all because y'all owe him money anyway. That's how he feels about it. So they're going to basically say that anytime they have stolen money from Xscape or Tamika, it's because they owed Rocky the money anyway. I said, if you don't get out of my face with this bullshit... I said, and then Tasha, I think there's a part of Tasha's mind that knows that this sounds bad, but she doesn't want to go against him. So she's trying to make it look nice. And he's like, nah, bitch, nah. Okay, you can tell that's what's going on up here. Nah, okay, I don't need to do kickbacks. I make the deals. And I made the deal. Whatever money I got, they owed me. I was just like, sir, what's going on here? It absolutely is giving itch and twitch and tweak, but I'm gonna leave it alone because I don't know, okay? But I just do feel like they lying. So Candy says, so you trying to tell us that this is not true? It's not just text messages, Rocky. There is a wire transfer here. I mean, it says your account. Like, it's not just text messages, Rocky. There's a wire transfer, Rocky. Okay, like there's more evidence on these pieces of paper. Okay, listen, I know it's your husband, my man, but at some point we have to admit, okay, we have to admit that shit ain't right. And shit ain't right. And I feel like it's been like that for a while. And the issue is that y'all allow Latasha to feign ignorance, act like she is now offended, and then get up and walk out, and then y'all proceed to, Tiny, well, I guess we just gonna have to see what happened after this next show. We gonna have to see what happened after this next show. When really it should be, nah, bitch, if you walk out this room without any resolve on that situation, you might as well take your name off this group. And that's the problem. Everybody is too scared to really put their nuts on the table. Okay, put your nuts on the table. And I feel like the only person that would do that is Candy, but Candy don't want to do that because then she gonna be the bad guy. Because if I were Candy, I'd been like, nah, bitch. Okay, you gotta tight teeth the situation. Y'all know her voice get deep when she get upset. Okay? But I just kind of feel, don't broke up cry on us because I know this is hurtful. But at this point, I just kind of feel like I'd have been like, nah, bitch. No, you're not about to walk out and then we just gonna show up and act like ain't nothing happened the next time we see each other. No, we're not going to do that. You're either gonna deal with what we're saying to you right now. This is evidence. These are facts. You can go and check it if you want to. But when I tell you we not doing another fucking show together and you need to take your name out this situation, take your name out this situation. Y'all acting like, and it's not just Candy. I know y'all love to act like it's just Candy, but to me, I feel like if it was up to Candy, Candy probably would have came at her with this. Like, we need to just go ahead and get you out the group because you are tied to a man that's stealing from us and you're refusing to take any accountability for the situation. And I'm gonna tell y'all, I believe that Tasha knows everything that Rocky was doing as it pertains to the group. I think that she's a part of it. I think that it's her way of getting back at them because she's passive aggressive and never likes to really deal with issues. So because of however she has negative feelings about them, she probably feels like in her mind, fuck them, they owe me anyway. This was my group and they made Candy the leader of my group and now everybody only thinking about them and this was my group. They owe me. They wouldn't be where they are if I didn't make Xscape. So she probably like makes sense of the thievery and fucking over them in her mind because she feels like they owe her something. And it's probably something that she's heard from Rocky. He reinforces probably all of her negative emotions about the group to isolate her. Because if she were a woman that was standing on her own 2 feet, that wasn't wrapped up in this negativity, this brainwashing, all of this bullshit, then she would be able to see clearly and make decisions for herself and for her group in a way that has integrity. There's no integrity involved in this. And you can say what you will. The church people are going to be more worried about the open marriage bullshit. And I'm looking at Latasha like, where's the integrity? Where's the integrity? Like when they asked her, did Xscape know about her gospel deal? And she told them flat out no, and everybody thought that was okay. I thought church people were supposed to have integrity. The shit y'all promote is not the shit y'all really care about. Like, and that's the thing. Because nobody should have ever felt like, it was cool for her to handle the situation the way she did. That was grimy from jump. So if it's not as successful, I feel like it's because, like Nene said, you never win when you play dirty. That's not really true. But for black people, a lot of times it is. Thank you, Francis B, for the super chat. I wish I could tag them in your videos. Love you. Thank you. You can. You could share my video and add them. You can on Instagram. Well, not on Instagram, but on Twitter. You can add them and stuff like that. Where else are we? But yeah, so she gets mad. She calls her mom and then she's on the phone with her mom saying shit that doesn't even make sense. Talking about, I'm worried about my family and they talking about trying to make money. Oh, I get it. We had a meeting about you and your husband stealing from the group and from your sisters. And now you want to act like they're all worried about the money and you're worried about the family. But if you was worried about the family, would you be stealing from them? I don't think so. It's giving fuck the family. It's what it's giving. Okay. It gives the family fuck my husband, or really my husband is trying to fuck my family. Like however you want to put it, girl. But it's giving you can't trust Latasha if she your family, okay? Is the music label church people? Yes, it's a gospel label. So you have to know any of the ideas that are in the church, the ideals, the status quo, how they want people to act, the behaviors, it comes from church. That's why she keep talking about God and how we was raised and we're a praying family. That's why she keep throwing all of those buzzwords out there at y'all. Yes, because you have to showcase yourself in a way that aligns with church when you want to be a gospel artist. And she wants to be a gospel artist. I don't know why. Okay, but if that's what she want to do, girl, that's fine. Yes, Motown gospel, absolutely. Um, I gotta go through the notes, y'all. I gotta go through the notes. Okay, so she says her family is falling apart and everybody just wants money. Okay, so now that they're about money and you're more, and she's more worried about the family. Got that. Okay, rehearsal. So at rehearsal, SWV says they decided to go ahead and let Xscape in the show with understanding before they do the final two joint songs together. Okay. And from what I understand, that wasn't really SWV's call. It was the the stage the stage people, Steven. I think it might have been Steven that decided that because he was putting the show together. Yeah, so I don't know which one is true, girl. It doesn't even matter because I know everybody's gonna disagree with me, but the way they ended the show, I actually like the way they ended the show with understanding going after week, because from the church song, it felt so good going right into week. I don't know why, but that transition from the church song into week, I was just like, yes, like I don't know why, but it felt good. And then from week going into understanding, even though on the radio, y'all, understanding is not a bigger song, the way they redid the song for the live show, the breakdown that they have when Candy hits the high note, Tasha's doing the runs when they bring the music down, like the way the song is sung is a finale song. Like, I'ma just keep it a buck. I really did like the way they stacked the show, especially because we know the two last songs was a joint song. So I really did like the way they did the ending ultimately. So I'm glad that they decided to just go ahead and agree to do understanding last. And I think this goes back to SWV's music director decided that. Okay, cool. It did flow better. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. Whoever made that decision, they knew what they were doing, because once it played out, I was like, oh, I like that. Like that felt good the way they transitioned. Because I think Week is one of them songs that feel like a church song. Like, it's such a strong song that you feel it like a church song. So going from the feeling in vain, and then they get off stage and then they started Weak, and I was like, it got me reignited all over again. Child, y'all can have y'all opinion. It's mine, okay? Y'all don't have to like do all of this extra shit that y'all like to do. At the end of the day, the show was enjoyed. It wasn't the last song sung any fucking way. If you would have left during understanding, and you would have missed their two joint songs together, because again, it wasn't the last song. I don't know why y'all missing that. But anyway, I'm just saying the way it flowed felt good to me. So what the fuck ever, okay? I hate that Candy note. Really, Victoria, you do? I love when she hits that high note. It's like one of my favorite parts of the song. I think it's so funny how y'all really feel so differently about the songs now than y'all did back then when they came out. That's so funny. Anyway, L. Miller, thank you so much for the super chat. Bonnie, did you know Tasha recanted? Oh, we're going to get to it. We're going to get to it. Thank you for the super chat. We're going to get to the Watch What Happens Live. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm going to get through these super chats, and then we're going to just roll through this quickly. KH, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Bonnie, I know this has nothing to do with the show, but I had some crawfish and spicy turkey necks on Good Friday, and it literally changed my life. When I tell you I wanted some so bad yesterday, I really did. Thank you so much for the super chat, and I'm glad you got that. Okay, I'm glad you got that feeling. All right. I'm sorry. I got caught up in y'all comments. Okay. But anyway, so yes, still at rehearsal, Tasha and wait, hold on. Before we get to the rehearsal, Tasha and Rocky. Right, because Tasha and Rocky were late. So people are getting to rehearsal and Taki and Rasha weren't there, or my notes out of order. I don't care. Tasha and Rocky talk about if this is the end of her being with Xscape after they finish calling Tamika a liar and saying, you remember how she lied and said that Candy fucked JD? And I was just kind of like, bitch, wasn't she lying for you? Wasn't she on the radio bucking on your behalf, and now you using this instance where that girl lied for you to point out how she's a liar? Girl, you really ain't shit. Like, I'm gonna just go ahead and tell you, Tasha, you really ain't shit. I don't even like the way you tried to malign Tamika on Watch What Happens Live. Like, oh, she got kicked out of school. She's always been the problem child. And I'm just kind of like, girl, fuck you. I'm sorry, y'all. But if I was her little sister, I would be like, girl, fuck you. How dare you? Especially when somebody been basically sucking up to you, fighting for you, and doing everything that you wanted them to do all of this time, been basically being a little minion for you her whole life. And you gonna make it seem like your sister was this bad child, so that's why we shouldn't believe her now? Like, oh my God. Like, you really ain't shit for that. You really ain't shit for that. Anyway, Rocky says, if it is the end of Xscape, she needs to make peace with it and give it her all and all of this shit. They go to this hectic, ignorant ass rehearsal. That's what my notes say. They only have 8 hours to learn all of their transitions. Tasha comes in with an entourage. Why was a bitch combing her hair? Like, it just seemed, y'all, it seemed like a fucking, I hate to say it, but it's like a Dave Chappelle skit, because there's somebody on the phone in the background, somebody with a book bag, somebody with sunglasses on combing hair, 2 or 3 big dudes that look like security. It's just real unnecessary visual of you being the important person. Okay, Latasha Scott Bivens. Okay, y'all know, y'all like how she's been Latasha Scott this whole time, but she put that Bivens on the end for Watch What Happens Live because they didn't invite his ass to the Watch What Happens Live. Anyway, he probably was like, you need to make sure I'm there in some capacity. Put my name on the end of that shit. Okay, because she been Latasha Scott this whole time. Now you Latasha Scott Bivens on Watch What Happens Live, girl. Okay, we see what's going on here. The rehearsal was annoying. SWV says they don't do church in their set. I guess because the Lord is not present whenever we going downtown, I guess. Coco doesn't want to sing the church songs. Taj is annoyed with Steven and Don Juan. Y'all, the way they edited this scene together doesn't even really make sense to me. Like, why would you say that Don Juan is telling you what to do because he calls something corny? That doesn't even make sense. So for me, I feel like they just chopped this scene together just to show y'all how hectic it was, how strenuous it was, how everybody was so agitated. But I'm gonna just tell y'all the truth. To me, it seemed like SWV just doesn't put on this much of an intricate show. So having to stick around and wait while all of the physical things, the production, we have all of these moving parts and y'all just have to stand there and wait. I think they were annoyed with that because they don't want to stand there and wait. They want to come up here and run through the beginning and the end, the beginning and the end, the beginning and the end, and be done with it. But because it's a show that has all of these other moving components, they now have to wait longer. It's not just the components, it's also the other, Xscape in their songs, in their components, and mixing the two together. So I feel like it was just stressful all the ways around, but it seemed like it was something Xscape is used to. Okay, like it just seemed like, Xscape is used to having to wait around for these things to happen. So they were just like, all right, we just gonna sit here and we gonna wait. Candy said that she couldn't even hear a lot of the shit that was being said. It's just, yeah, it was just a cut up scene to make y'all think that people was getting into it when they really wasn't. Anyway, Tasha is getting ready with her entourage. It's about Tasha, honey, okay? Blonde hair. Okay, look, don't hurt your neck when you're throwing your head to the side. Candy and Tamika call Rocky Edward Stealing Hands, and I almost passed out. I said, that is hilarious. Edward Stealing Hands. Oh my God. They performed. They did, they opened up with SWV. I told y'all they did The Week Then Understanding. It was all worth it. I like the way it transitioned. I feel like a lot of y'all just want to argue about the songs. We all know that SWV has better songs. We all know that SWV has more upbeat tempo, hip hop, R&B mix. Like, I love the era of New Jack swing music, and that is what they do. They do New Jack swing, and they do, and they do that real good R&B. Girl, don't even make me get into it, because y'all know I goes up for SWV, and I'ma always tell y'all that that's what it is. But at the end of the day, Coco is difficult. Lily just wants to get her check, and Taj just wants to be a part of her group. they don't put forth the same amount of effort into their show as Xscape. They just don't. And that's why they don't cost as much money. That's why they had to step up their style. I love the fact that Coco cut her hair. I love the fact that they're doing the J Bolin, what you call them, collaborations, because y'all know Melody Holt does the collaborations with J Bolin as well. I actually just bought one of the little fits that they came out with, and I'm glad I got it. Shout out to Lyric for getting it for me, because it was gonna sell out real quick. But at the end of the day, I just kind of feel like people don't want to be real. Y'all want to just keep screaming about which song is better, which is fucking stupid at the end of the day, because that's up to the person. Like, that's up to that person's discretion which song they prefer more. I prefer Weak, but I also felt like Coco doesn't even really sing Weak as much. She lets the crowd sing it. So I don't know why, the girls really like break it down, sing, and the production of that song on stage is so much better than how it sounds on a simple track to me. So the way the show ended with Understanding, it just made more sense because of the way they break that song down. The breakdown for Weak, Coco gives the mic to the crowd, and that's not a bad thing, but the way the shit looked, to me, it looked good the way they did it. I wouldn't be mad if they flip-flopped and all of that shit. I wouldn't care. It doesn't matter, okay? The show put together still looked good to me. I would love if everybody would sing the songs. I don't know why Coco couldn't, sing the songs with the girls. I don't know why you gotta have this attitude. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just annoying to me. It just kind of feels like you don't want to do it, or you want to just be able to kind of like, half-ass through it and hurry up and get through it. Like, that's probably why SWV opens all the time, because they just want to sing and go home, okay? They don't want to do all this extra shit. And Xscape doesn't mind doing all of this extra shit. So I think that's the difference between the two groups. I think everybody's bullshitting if they don't want to admit that SWV probably learned something from Xscape, as far as how they can add more to their shows, also how to maybe upgrade the style and, change the outfits a little bit, maybe go from tennis shoes to boots. Okay. They could have been giving us an old nasty Mary J. Blige, little outfit on stage. I ain't saying y'all gotta be like Xscape with the stripper wear, but y'all definitely needed that little upgrade. Y'all needed a little push. And I do feel like, because y'all weren't really competing with anybody and y'all were just doing y'all own little thing, y'all never felt the need to upgrade. But because y'all got on this stage with Xscape and they were doing more, it made SWV maybe feel like they needed to step up their showmanship and their style a little bit. And I feel like they did. And it's not a bad thing. It's not. It doesn't change the fact that SWV led the way for Xscape, or, so forth and so on. It doesn't change that. It doesn't change who SWV is as a legendary R&B group. But now you're an old legendary R&B group, and you have to change with the times. You have to upgrade things, keep things fresh. If you're going to keep doing this, there's nothing wrong with elevating while still performing your old songs. I don't even think they really do different mix-ups of their songs. If y'all ever been to like a Beyonce concert, Beyonce will remix songs, slow them down, speed them up, change tempos, change backgrounds, add other music. They'll do all kind of shit to the songs. And I feel like SWV has never done that. They just kind of get up there and, they do their little 1-2 step. And Coco sings while standing, in the same spot for the most part. Every now and again, she might give y'all a little, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, bitches right here, okay? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Break it on down. Break it on down. Anything you want me to do, boy, I'll do it. Take the ears out. I can't hear. 1, 2, 1, 2. Now a bop, ba-da, bop, ba-da, bop, ba-da, bop. Okay, like it's not... It's not that hard, Whereas if you listen to Xscape's actual set, there's changing of the music. They move around the stage a lot of moving parts. So their set is just more entertaining to look at. to look at. And everybody that wants to act like that's not the case, y'all are lying to yourselves. Or y'all are bullshitting with us because y'all clearly just want to be on SWV's side so badly that you can't even admit that their stage show is slightly boring. Like, you want to talk about the songs being, the set list being boring, but watching them just kind of it's like they were stiff. They were stiff, y'all. They were stiff. I'm sorry. I love them. I need them to upgrade the style. I need them to add some background dancers because y'all just can't do it like that no more. And that's okay. Taj, we don't need for you to do the snake. We know your knee bad, okay? Somebody bring a stool out here for, okay? But get some background dancers, okay? I need y'all to snake a groove at some point with a background dancer. You know what I'm saying? Move around, switch spaces. You know what I'm saying? Like, something. But when we saw the show, it was really them just kind of standing in the same little spot singing their songs, and the crowd is enjoying it because we love them and we love the music. But they could do a little bit more on the showmanship and the style. Now, they still have the better songs. So at the end of the show, we see they songs are still going platinum. Week went triple platinum. Okay? And now, what was it? Anything and I'm So Into You that also went platinum again. SWV is still, like I tell y'all all the time, SWV plays in this house weekly basis. Weekly basis. And not even all the fast songs. I will put on You're Always on My Mind for no reason at all. What? Okay, you know, and I love it. I love the music. But if y'all want to act like SWV doesn't come off as, you know, ornery as fuck sometimes, like Coco feels like I ain't doing it because I don't want to do it, and Lily kind of feels like, you know, this is just stupid. I just want it to be simple. I want it to be easy. Everything not gonna always be simple and easy. You know what I'm saying? And then Taj is dealing with everybody else's feelings, and she gets all anxious because she's feeling her group's feelings. So even if she would have had more patience by herself, how they feel affects her. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not just social media, y'all. Y'all might have missed the first reality show, but this is nothing new. If you watch SWV's first show with what you call them, you know what I'm saying? Like with come on now, y'all. Salt and Pepper. Thank you. Salt and Pepper. First of all, you find out Salt and Pepper ain't shit for how they treat Spinderella, okay? And then you find out that, you know, Coco be treating her group members like shit too, and then has an attitude that because she has the chosen girl voice that she could just give everybody her ass to kiss. Coco has kind of always been like that. You know what I'm saying? I think now she's better. I liked her on this show way more than I've liked her on shows in the past. But y'all act like, you know, they not difficult. You threatening to kick people ass. Y'all calling people sellouts and shit like that. And y'all have yet to one time tell me when Candy or Tiny said, or anybody from Xscape really said anything that bad about them, the way they was, you know, threatening to whip people ass and shit. Like, okay, like, I understand y'all get upset, y'all get agitated. That's why I don't think anybody really takes it personal. But they just, you know, like, they kind of sometimes are the aunties that's just gonna say whatever and don't give a fuck. And we still love them. We still love them. I just want to make sure y'all know that, okay? But the Watch What Happens live, okay? Andy feels like Week should have ended. Tasha says Week is a big song. Candy felt like Tasha, you know, could have been more on her group side. I feel like, you know, she don't like y'all, so she not gonna be on y'all side. Okay, we already saw how she was trying to go and join with Tamar and SWV on social media, so she not gonna be on y'all side, Candy. Don't get your feelings hurt. Y'all need to just excommunicate her from the group. Bitch, you're not in a group no more. You don't want to be in a group. Go try to be a fourth member for SWV, girl. Okay, go see if you and Coco gonna still be friends after y'all have a battle of the runs, okay? SWV is going on tour with Jodeci. Why were y'all acting like Candy, you know, let the cat out the bag on that? They hotheads. It does feel that way. It does feel that way. They're just older now. You know what I'm saying? I think SWV are letting disrespectful fans fuel the fire. A little bit. Yeah, I do. I think they weren't ready for Bravo fandom, and I've said that over and over again. It really is more so about the fans than it is about the other group. But, you know, it is what it is, girl. They going on tour with Jodeci. I'm glad they going on tour with Jodeci. That's a cute tour. I'm trying to go see Jodeci and SWV. But I need for them to do a couple of shows so I can see what Jodeci going through. Like, Jodeci, are y'all going to sing? Is everybody going to be there? Because JoJo, was just sick. Didn't KC have surgery? Like, I need to know that the voices are going to be intact. I need to know that people are going to be on stage. They're going to hit their mark. They're going to sing that song. Is this going to be of the New Edition level of performance? We need to know. Okay? We really need to know. But anyway, I'm excited about that. But I follow Jodeci. Jodeci had posted about it earlier that day. Candy talked about it in her live. Coco said something on Watch What Happens Live about it. So I don't know why everybody was acting like, somebody had said something, and that was a secret. I don't know why everybody was acting like that, but whatever, girl. I'm excited. If it all goes well, I would love to see them. Okay. And I heard it's going to be Drew Hill, but is it the original Drew Hill? Or is it just like lookalike members? Because, I need everybody to be, I told you what you wanted. I gave you what I need. You know what I'm saying? Is it the originals? Okay. That's the questions we have. Okay. Tasha, do you have an open marriage? She says they have open communication. He doesn't have it like that. He doesn't have it like that. Tasha insists that she wants to find resolve with Tamika. She learned about the money the same time we did. You wouldn't have, girl, I wish you would. That's how you know you lying. Because you found out about it before we did, because the show was shot before it was put on the network, baby. So you saw it, but you know about it. You knew about it before we knew about it, baby. Why you keep saying that? I found out when y'all found out. No, you couldn't have. You couldn't have, because you found out when y'all taped the episode. We found out when the episode aired. Those are two different times. You're lying, okay? You're lying. What else is going on? Trying to find resolve with Tamika. I don't believe it. You want Tamika to backpedal and pussy pop. You want Tamika to say that you didn't steal from her. Which reminds me, Tasha and Tamika got into it at the end of the show, and it didn't really make any sense. Tasha says that she wants Tamika to be okay. Tamika, she wants her to be her. What happened? What happened? Look, I just want you to be you. This is me. Well, if this is you, then I don't know this version of you anymore. Girl, what? When Tasha and Tamika talked at the end of that show, I didn't have any resolve. I didn't know what the fuck they were talking about. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. And that's why I wasn't really paying attention, because ultimately I feel like Latasha just wants Tamika to acquiesce. You want her to say, oh, you never stole from me. You just want her to come and lie so that y'all can put this to bed. But if you really wanted to fix the relationship with your sister, at any point you would have tried to actually resolve some shit. And guess what? You never did. You never did. And then you're around telling everybody that, oh, you've been reaching out. You're a lie. You're a lie. You're a lie. You ain't been trying to talk to Tamika. You've been trying to talk to us, the public, to make us think that Tamika is some delusional liar and we need to just believe you and not believe her, even though you're not giving us any real evidence to believe you. You're not showing us anything that disproves what Tamika is saying, and you just want us to believe what you're saying because you said it. Yeah, no, that's not how any of this works. Makai, thank you for the super chat, boo. I don't know why I feel like Tasha might be taking a fall for Rocky, or he's framing, setting her up, but boosting that ego to make her ignore it. Yikes. I appreciate you. I think she knew, though. I think a lot of people want to believe that Latasha is like some victim in this, and I believe that at one point she was, but I don't think she is now. DeQuasia, thank you for the super chat. I was dying laughing when Coco said we don't do church set when they wanted to sing Living in Vain. I know. Girl, I was like, I don't know why you don't want to sing. I don't know why you don't want to sing church set. Okay, I don't know why. Miss I used to didn't want to sing Downtown. Oh, they got like 1,000 people in the room and y'all only liked the video 356 times. Hold up. Okay. Okay, hold up. There was a comment. Um, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Lisa Mooney. Tamika seems like she just wants her to apologize and they can move on. Tasha wants to keep bullying her into submission. That's what it is, girl. That's what I feel it is too. Okay. But yeah, I don't, keep talking about she really wants a relationship with her sister. No, you don't. Andy asks what Tasha thinks of Tamika saying she, basically stole the gospel deal. And she says, well, I can't steal anything from you. If it was supposed to be for you, then it would have been for you. And I was just kind of like, oh, wow, that was shady as fuck. That was shady as fuck. And you can absolutely steal from somebody something that belongs to them, i.e. their money. Tasha says, what's for you is for you. I can't take anything that belongs to you. She denied blocking Tamika. She says that she did change. When did you change your number? Because haven't you and the girls been touring for a while now? Haven't y'all been performing for a while now? Didn't y'all go from performing as 3 of y'all to performing as 4 of y'all? So how is it that nobody was using your number if y'all had a group chat and everybody was talking about shit going on with the group? That doesn't even make any sense to me. I mean, Tasha, Jesus Christ. Okay, all of these damn T names. Auntie K, hey love, thank you for the super chat. Hi Key, I would love to see Coco as a housewife. She would shake ish up. Sending you love, Bondi. Thank you, I appreciate that. And I think Coco, if Coco could handle it, I think she would be. But y'all know that there are people that are too real for reality TV in a certain respect. And I feel like she just gonna go home. Like she either gonna curse y'all out or she gonna tap out and just go home. So I don't know about that. But I ain't gonna lie, I would like to see them try. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Roll to 100K. I'm almost to 99K, y'all. I'm almost there. So y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the channel if y'all are not already, okay? Tasha says Tamika was rambunctious and she and her mom tried to steer Tamika the right way, but she got kicked out of school. She was always getting in trouble. She had issues. Yeah, she had issues. And I was just like, Tamika having issues as a teen, as a child, has nothing to do with you stealing from her 10 years ago as everyone is an adult and struggling. Girl. The fact that you would even bring that up and try to use that to shame her is just so fucked up. Tasha feels like they should use the Xscape 3 since it's not all 4 members, but she's always a member. I don't know who owns it because at first I thought Candy said that Tiny and Tamika own the Xscape name, but I think it might be Tasha and Tamika that own the Xscape name. Either way, I would try to buy her out. Okay, because I just kind of feel like Latasha needs to be out of the group at this point. And it's because you're allowing your husband to take advantage financially of this group. And I know that this isn't the only time. Y'all have probably done this repeatedly throughout the years and nothing ever gets resolved. Tasha just says she doesn't know anything about it. It's a lie. And then y'all think y'all need her to be in the group. So everybody just keeps performing together as if nothing has ever happened. The Sky Sisters trademarked the name. Okay, yeah. Buy him out. Pay him. I don't know. But I would definitely be trying, change the fucking spelling, bitch. I don't know. Something needs to take place. But she don't need to be a part of the group no more. Sorry to go backwards, but if what's for you is for you, why blame Candy for your solo deal not happening? Oh, Lisa, that's a good point. Thank you for the super chat. That was a really good point. If what's for you is for you, how can Candy take your solo deal away from you? And why have we yet to have a conversation with your boy about it? Why we ain't talked to JD about it yet? You've been doing all of these interviews talking to everybody and their mama about this shit, and we have yet to see you call JD on the phone to ask him what happened with your solo deal, because he'll probably say that your ego got in the way. That's why you really don't want to have this conversation, because he'll say your ego got in the way. Because I feel like on some level he was saying that when he was talking about why Xscape broke up, because you were upset that Candy was singing lead. And so that mean that you want to go and do solo now because the group that you feel you created, you aren't singing all the lead now. Yeah, girl, it is giving you been mad that they made little 16-year-old Candy the lead singer from the very beginning, girl. Anyway, Coco doesn't think Xscape respects them, yet she's so cool with Latasha. whatever. Anyway, Tasha keeps insisting that she wants to get past things. I don't believe it. Tasha says Mama Joyce is the fifth member of Xscape. I think it's so funny how Mama Joyce has never like voiced that she wanted to be a fifth member. She may have told y'all what she wanted to tell y'all. She may have called you and told you to stop singing on social media, and what that meant is stop running your fucking mouth talking because you sound crazy. I don't know how she got your number, but she probably called Tiny and was like, give me Latasha number, Tiny. Or she probably called Miss Diane, Tiny's mama, and was like, hey, Diane, girl, why don't you shoot me Latasha number, because I need to call her because she online doing too much, and I need to call her and talk to her, okay? I think that's what it was. But whenever somebody tries to check Latasha about the way she acts as if it's about her singing, and I can't. Dead at Candy were on each speak on it promoting that gospel album so that Tasha can't say Candy blocked it. Child, but y'all gonna still find a way to blame her, okay? Let's see. Tasha and Coco think they're both the Diana Ross of their groups. I mean, essentially, Coco is the Diana Ross of her group, but Latasha is not the Diana Ross of hers. And I'm just saying, like, if your voice can be replicated without you there, you're not the Diana Ross. Honestly, I hate that y'all even say Diana Ross. I wish y'all would say Beyonce or something else, because Diana Ross wasn't the strongest vocalist in her group anyway. She was just the one that was more attractive, and that was fucking Berry Gordy. But that's another topic for another time. I mean, yeah, she blew up to fully, you know what I'm saying, be the Diana Ross that she is today. But we all know back in the day that Diana Ross wasn't the strongest vocalist in the Supremes. And she wasn't even the lead vocalist at the beginning. So yeah. Y'all, I really feel like y'all can blame Diana Ross for everybody feeling like, you know, if you became the lead member of your group and you're not the strongest vocalist, you had to be fucking somebody for it. Y'all can blame Diana Ross for that. Her and Berry Gordy fucked it up for everybody. Okay. What else? Tasha ignored the question about the sex tape and shook her head no. I was just like, oh yeah, you gonna ignore it? This what I thought about. This what I thought about when Andy asked you about your sister saying that you and your husband was blackmailing her with her sex tape that she had in your house. That's what I think of. But yes, y'all, Florence was the one. Okay, yes, Florence was the one. Come on now, talk about it. Talk about it. I mean, y'all, that's music history. Like, why y'all don't be mad at me? Don't be mad at me. Okay? That part and Sex in the Head writer. Ooh, child, listen. Don't be mad at me. That's what them people said about Diana Ross, not me. That's what I grew up hearing, girl. It's not my fault. Okay, yeah, she dodged that question. Breakfast Club interview, his dad also said she never really had a deal. There were talks, but no real deal. He said oh shit. So she never really had a deal? No real deal. He said she should follow up with her manager. That would be Rocky. Ooh. Ooh. L. Miller, thank you for the super chat. Last thing, Bondi. Candy called Tasha out in her live. Tasha's manager told them they could keep using the name Xscape. So, Tasha's manager, Rocky? Oh, okay. Rocky was watching that tape too. And you know this. Thank you for the super chat. We all still love Diana. Diana is that girl. I'm coming. Listen, if I don't love Diana Ross for nothing else, I love her for that song, I'm Coming Out, and for if there's a cure for this, I don't want it. I don't want it. If there's a remedy, I run from it. I run from it. Listen, okay? Listen, okay, I would love her for that alone and for creating Tracee Ellis Ross. I will always love Diana Ross for creating Tracee Ellis Ross, because Tracee Ellis Ross created the pattern hair, okay, hairline. And I'm currently, you know, between that and Bloom Elixirs, girl, I am over here straight trying to grow my hair out, okay? Hated it. But yes, Miss Ross was the boss, okay? Okay? Did you see the leak message, the text message leak? Oh, what you talking about with the R. Kelly situation with Azriel? I did. I posted it on my community page. It's some sick shit. I might have to do a little live where we talk about that. But yes, y'all. Tasha and Coco wanted to let us know they was real friends, okay? They mentioned it over and over again, just like Carlos King kept telling us that him and Melody were real friends in their interview. I was just like, we heard you. We heard you. Say it one more time. Say y'all really friends one more time for me. I ain't hear the first 2-3 times. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. You already knew. That's why I fell in love with Billie Holiday. Not even just because of the music, but because of that movie. I watched that movie one time as a kid. Threw up all my KFC chicken. But was in love with the music from then on. Okay? And if anybody, did Billie good, besides, Andrea O'Day, she did it even better. But yeah, the original was definitely still Miss Ross, okay? And let's not forget the style status in the 70s with Miss Diana Ross in the white suits and the hats and shit. Like, oh my God. She's everything. Okay? You peep that too? Child, listen. Because, listen, we're friends. We are friends, okay? Listen. If y'all didn't know, we're really friends. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm really being petty right now. But I was just like... Y'all really friends though? Okay. I believe you, y'all. They friends. Okay. Tasha and Coco are friends. We believe it. It's her real friend. We believe it. Carlos and Mel, real friends. We believe it. All right, y'all, I'm done. I ain't got nothing else on this. Do y'all want me to do Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip? Because I feel like if y'all give me, till 2 p.m., I can come back and we can do Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip live as well. If y'all could give me, some thumbs up, some comments to say yes. If I see at least 5 yeses and at least 10 more likes, then I'm gonna come back at 2:00 and do Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. Hey Bonnie, could you give me a shout out? Biggest supporter of Minneapolis. Hey Edwina Kennedy. Hi love. Thank you. I appreciate you. Oh yeah, I definitely remember when she picked her titty up on national television. Girl, Miss Diana Ross, why are you picking that lady titty up? Okay, I see enough yeses. Okay, y'all. I'll be back at 2:00 to give y'all Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. Thank y'all so much for coming through. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, share the video. All my members, make sure that you check out the forum, the community page, and everything like that. We're doing Ooh Ladies First exclusive interview on Wednesday. So make sure if you're a member, you check all of the respective community pages for the link. And I'll see y'all in the next one. All right. I love you guys. Bye.